Today, the High Point Arts Council kicked off its 20th annual John Coltrane Jazz Workshop for teenagers in our area, and our very own Jalen Gilkey went out to High Point to get a sneak peek at some of the Triad's most talented teenagers.
Yeah, it was a room full of talent, Maddie. The legacy of John Coltrane can be felt many places in the city of High Point. This week, the High Point Arts Council is helping preserve Coltrane's legacy by passing it on to the next generation.
What don't I love about this? Yeah, so this is our 20th year. So for 20 years, I have been preaching the gospel according to John Coltrane, who grew up here in High Point.
Wally West has been the artistic director for the John Coltrane Jazz Workshop since the beginning. Although this year and last year's camp were downsized due to the pandemic, Wally's love for jazz and the kids has not.
The music is what speaks to me. And always has. He's such an iconic figure in the jazz world, and it's wonderful to have young jazz musicians who attend the camp that want to know more about him and his music.
This camp is where promising young musicians come to expand their jazz skills and knowledge. Alex Upton was once one of the students who found their love for jazz at this workshop. Now he's back as an instructor, sharing his love of music with the next generation.
Largely as a result of this workshop, I'm studying music in university. I'm halfway through my undergrad, and my plans after this are to go to grad school for music and then become a full-time jazz musician. And a lot of that inspiration and a lot of that ambition started right here at this camp.
Again, this is a week-long camp, and at the end of the week, the kids will perform for a group of their friends and their family, and the community members are also encouraged to come out as well. I'll have all the details in my web story on WFMYnews2.com.
I think this is so great because they really are cultivating the next generation of jazz musicians, all inspired by one of the greatest, John Coltrane, right here in High Point, from High Point. But I think it's interesting how something can start as a hobby, like someone may just pick up an instrument and say, oh, this is fun. But when you have people who take an interest in you and invest in you, like they're doing at this camp, it really can lead to a full-time career.
I was going to say the same exact thing. That exposure is so important because it really could become your professional career or just a hobby, volunteering, and the naps in that story were great. Those kids, really talented.
Oh, it was a room full of talent. I mean, it was unbelievable to see, at such a young age, the kids and just the talent that we have in our area and just the skills that I know somebody in there is going to go on to do something extremely great.
And special shout out to those teenagers' parents because they have to hear them practicing all the time. Any parent who lets their kid play an instrument, especially the drums, I've heard, props. Good job.
I played the drums for a little bit.
Oh gosh.
For a little bit.
I played the clarinet. I used to break my reeds and my parents would be like, try to keep it down a little bit.
Anybody get a recorder?
I did.
You home with
hot
a
cross
recorder?
buns. Hot cross buns. Did you learn how to play that on the recorder?
I don't remember.
Yeah, I definitely remember that one. There you go.
I'm sorry, parents. Thank you for listening to us do that.